the 15th of July. Happy summer holidays, everybody. Wow, this is unusual for this time of the year. It's summertime, it's July. We should be having fair weather at the moment, well, at least fairer than this. This is a deep area of low pressure that's coming across the country, and I was checking on my phone earlier because I've got an altimeter and it tells you the pressure, and BBC was saying it was around about 991, but that's taken from the nearest weather station that they're sort of working it out for Blackpool. I'm assuming it's Blackpool Airport. I was checking Blackpool Airport, wasn't too far off actually, but I was checking my altimeter and we had 987.3. Now if that was in the winter, people, that would be a very deep area low pressure causing a lot of trouble across the country, and it will cause trouble across the country anyway. What am I talking about? Because we've got people who are doing roof repairs this time of the year. You've got people with gazebos that are out, which mine's now trashed. You've got garden furniture, you've got trees that are in full leaf. My apple tree looks like it's going to snap itself in half. We've got winds of around about 40 miles an hour, and I think it's possibly gusting a little bit more than that. So I've brought my altimeter with me, and I'm going to go for a wander and measure the wind speed. So I'll have a little go here down at South Shore where the mirror ball is, and then we'll jet off up North Shore, try and get near the tower, although it is still busy. I've driven on the prom with Fuzzy, and he's done some footage here, and you can see that there's still quite a few people knocking around along the old promenade. They're braving the weather, they're much braver than me. Now what's the altimeter saying now? We've got 988.7, so it's still low, still very low for this time of the year, and this storm is kind of moving its way through. It's not been named though. However, I think if it was the winter a little bit stronger, there would always be a chance that they could have named it, but it is very unusual. Now I'm just waiting for a moment now where there's no traffic wardens, and I can quickly nip over there and check the weather. Are you ready? Let's go. I'll tell you what, those wind turbines are giving it a little bit of belting up here. Very good. Right, okay. Put my phone in my pocket. Now I'm expecting tide to be high about 10:30 tonight. I'm not in the windiest spot yet, but it's certainly worth to give it a try. Tide is definitely coming in now, looking rough. A sight that I'm very familiar with, 44 years of looking at this. Let's go down here actually, see if we can get any wind speed. So I've set it in miles an hour. Now, last time I came out in a big storm, which was February last, I know these are only calibrated to go to about 60 odd miles an hour, but honestly, I've got a screenshot of it on the other video. I'm not going to bother with this one. 100 and something, 104 miles an hour. Right, let's give it a go. Let's go around here. Right, so I've done my best. 40, went over 40 miles an hour, that's definitely for sure. So we got gusts of 40 miles an hour, which is more enough to start causing a little bit of disruption. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to head towards the tower and see if I can try and get somewhere to take another. If not, I'll head up towards the cliffs where it's notoriously windy, and I bet we get almost 50 mile an hour. That'd be neat. Nice little video. Strange time of the year to be doing this, but you know. Right, so I'm on the wrong side of the pier here. I was just trying to get Blackpool Town shot, but we're not getting these gusty winds what we're doing down South Shore. Well, I'm not far from the tower itself, and the old grass there is blowing away, and even one of the carts on the merry-go-round, the wheel, the big wheel, is free rolling around as much as it wants to. Right, tower's behind me, South Shore's that way. I'm going to go back on the prom and head up towards the cliffs, which is definitely one of the highest points there of Blackpool, and see if we can try and max out 50 miles an hour. Fingers crossed. Feels warm though, doesn't it? Doesn't feel cold. It's warm. It's weird that we've got this warmth rather than it being freezing bloody cold. Right, next stop, the cliffs. Next stop, the cliffs. You'll never make a tram then, Elsa. Ugh. Right, are we ready? Oh, let's try and get a wind speed reading here. This is definitely the windiest part of Blackpool. Big, heavy tide coming in now. I was hoping to get just a little bit more, squeeze a little bit more. There was some big gusts that were coming there, and I must say, for 43 miles an hour wind, it feels a lot punchier than that. I'm definitely sure we're doing at least a bit more than that. But Met Office Weather Services, you all right? You reckon about 14? I think on your on the apps and whatnot, you're putting it down as 40 miles an hour. So I've got 43. But I won't be surprised if there is the odd 50 gust in there somewhere, sporadic 50 gust, which is phenomenal for this time of the year. You've got sand blowing all over the promenade. You've got people holding on as tight as possible, like that story, isn't it, with the guy with the coat and the sun coming out and the hat. People are really holding on because they're not used to it this time of the year, because it really is quite a breezy day. Very unusual for this time of the year, especially up here in Blackpool. When I feel sorry for the holiday makers that have come here looking for, oh, we'll book it in July, the weather will be nice. Sorry. Car's rocking, the car's rocking. There we go, brilliant. Nice to get out, have a look around. It's going to be high tide in about 2 hours, so I'm going to get off the promenade. I'm going to go home and chill out, because I know the peak of it is in about an hour or so, and I don't want to be around the madness. Blackpool's going to be full of very pretty looking people today, intoxicated with sherbet and all sorts of things. probably darting the weather, and I hope they keep away from the promenade, that's for certain. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay safe, and the sun will return soon along with the thunderstorms. 43.8. Cheers. Ta-da. Bye bye.